49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
Next on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, huge games with some of the Bay Area's best teams. We'll see Salesian battle Reardon. Milpitas meets Los Gatos, and Oakland Tech takes on McClymonds.
Girls Hoops includes #1 Midi meeting league rival Reardon, soccer with Palo Alto and Mountain View. The season with Oakland Tech girls basketball continues with the return of one of last season's stars, and we share the story of the Richmond soccer player and his long road to play with Los Aceteros this season. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight with boys basketball and a big game in the East Bay League. 4 teams come into the week with 2-0 league records. 2 of those teams, De La Salle and Dublin, meeting this week.
The Spartans feature 6'6", two-sport star Alec Blair, who's having a great season. Dublin senior point guard Isaiah Wong is the team captain and runs the show for the Gales. A big East Bay League game played at Dublin Friday night. Isaiah Wong introduced along with his Dublin Gales before a big home crowd. De La Salle on top early. The big man Alec Blair working in the paint. A terrific pass to Braddock Jelsvig. Nice play there. Dublin keeping it close. Jalen Stokes gets the steal, and Stokes goes coast to coast for 2 and 1. But the Spartans start to build a lead. Top of the arc for Arshawn Salke with a silky smooth three-pointer. Look at Blair here working his way into the paint. Then a floating left-hander, part of an 8-point run to give the Spartans an 8-point second quarter lead. Back comes Dublin as Stokes somehow gets it to Cameron Anderson, and the 6'7" sophomore slams it home. Give and go here from Anderson to Wong, and back to Anderson, and that's a Cam slam. But De La Salle up by 10 on the break. It goes to Blair and the junior with a big-time rip. De La Salle up by 12, but back come the Gales in the fourth as Evan Bautista gets hot, bouncing this one in to cut the lead to 7. But the Spartans' Leo Ricketts answers with a 3 of his own, trying to silence the crowd. The Gales on the run as Stokes scores, and Dublin trails by just 2. Down by 4, and again it's Bautista, his third 3 of the quarter to make it a 1-point game, but De La Salle would never give up the lead as the Spartans win by 3. Blair and Chelsvig leading the way. The Spartans now 4-0 in league.
St. Ignatius and Midi both sitting in that second place spot in the WCAL. The 2 teams playing Friday night in the city. Caden Hutchinson started for St. Ignatius last season, transferring to Midi for his sophomore year. He was in a battle with the SI student section all night. Gavin Rip drives and floats it in. Midi up 15-7 after 1 in the second. Tyler Jones now fakes left and nails the hook shot on the right. That was pretty, but the Wildcats come scratching back in the second. Marcus Bast blasts a 3 from the elbow to make it a 3-point game. Closing seconds of the first half, Grayson Jalal to Hutchinson, and Caden is showing out in his old gym. 27-18 Midi at the break. Raymond Whitley with a big second half for the Cats. He gets a well-contested shot to go, but Midi holding on to that lead. A quick catch-and-shoot 3 from the hands of Nathan Noronha. Midi leads by 7. Whitley fakes the screen pass, drives up the baseline, a riveting reverse for the sophomore, and 1. The student section likes that play. But Midi pulls away in the fourth. Jones with 9 points in the final 8 minutes. Tyler racking up 13 in the game. And sophomore Caden Hutcherson decides to end his 17-point game with an exclamation point. Midi wins 57-42, improving to 5-1 in WCAL play.
From the Midi boys to the Midi girls as the #1 team in the nation takes on Reardon in a league matchup. Maxine Stasina pokes the ball away, pulls up from mid-range, and knocks it down. Morgan Chelly recently scoring her 1,000th point in the Monarch uniform, dishes it to the 5-star McKenna Velichko, finishing off the glass. It's 33-11 Midi after 1. Reardon trying to stay in it. Ashanti Diaz finds a lane, and the floater is good. Chelly drives into the paint and again elects to give her teammate a shot. This time it's Tiara McCarthy in the corner, knocking down the 3 ball. 45-17 Midi. Still in the second, Cecina steals the ball again and fires it to her teammate down court, who goes up but gets chased down and denied by McCarthy to keep Midi's lead at 32 going into half. Now the Yukon commit looks to drive but steps back, pulls the 3, bang! Morgan finishes the night with 16 to the fourth. Naida Bangalore in the corner, and the long ball is clicking for Midi as the best team in the nation defeats Reardon 88-46. Big games by Velichko and Chelly. Midi now 15-0.
Adrian Soriano here in Concord as Clayton Valley takes on Miramonte. The match threatening early. Inaro Inesi finds Sadie Leal Schumann, but the shot is off, so the game remains scoreless. Miramonte on the attack again, but this time Mirel Erdem comes up with a brilliant diving save to keep the game scoreless. Clayton Valley looking to break through just before halftime. Ava Jara gets a shot on goal, but Reed Thompson gets the kick save. Still no score at the half. The Ugly Eagles with a golden chance in the second half, but Clayton Valley is denied with the post again. My goodness, Miramonte finally breaks through later in the half. Sadie Leal Schumann finds the back of the net as the Matadors jump ahead 1-0. Then later in the half, Leal Schumann finds Inara Inesi, and Inara dribbles past the keeper and taps it in for the goal as Miramonte goes on to win it 2-0 to go to 3-2-1 in the Diablo Athletic League.
The Rikus Center brings us the Gary Rikus Players of the Week every week, the award based on performances in last week's games.
The announcement performed in a rap by our good friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Hey, hey. 49ers cow high. Hey. It's all beautiful skies for the ugly eagles flying nice. So ugly doesn't mean evil. Who's flying in comparison? Then Elijah Perryman with 23 points to join the line of embarrassment. They're in line when he's there to win. Scaring them with 5 steals, 5 assists for the highlight reel, 8 rebounds. Now I might feel this is nothing new. No knowledge, multiple buyers. Elijah's going to college. Seasons come, seasons end. Teams thinking we can win. They can dream, but rather keep on sleeping in. When they see us Gina Shin, think again when pursuing or get ruined on the losing end of who's against the Bruins. 17 points, 5 threes. Furthermore, it's a hole in one. Done 61-34. Yeah, 49ers cow high. Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Trigger deep beats. And this is Mace. Hey,
D-Line Constructors is a Bay Area leader in demolition, grading, paving, and site utilities. D-Line Constructors digs in with a passion and brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week.
This week's D-Line Constructors defensive play goes to Alec Blair from De La Salle. Alec with a big-time block in the Spartans game last week. Alec Blair with this week's D-Line Constructors defensive play of the week.
The Golden State Warriors present the Basketball Coach of the Week every week.
This week, we honor Frank Knight from Moreau Catholic. Frank with a big league win last week and the veteran coach picking up his 400th win as head coach. Frank Knight, the Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week. Coming up, it's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with Pittsburgh and Liberty.
And girls hoops with Carondelet and Dublin as 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank continues.
How's the chicken?
Oh, the prawns are delicious.
Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
1 prawn, very good.
Did I say chicken wrong?
Tired of people not listening to what you want?
It's truffle season.
That's okay.
Never enough truffles.
How much are they?
It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm good. That.
It's like a priceless piece of art.
Enjoy.
Or when they sell you what they want?
Yeah.
The more we understand you, the better we can help you. That's what U.S. Bank is for.
Huge relief.
Yeah.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
Trevor was born a champion. He knows how to make lemonade from lemons. He also knows that comfort is all year round. So sometimes, when you can't make lemonade, you make hot chocolate. Today, Trevor is proud to be a service champion. He continues to care for clients year-round.
Be prepared for the colder months ahead. Call now for a $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Look at that. Did you miss it? There it is again. In the paint, from the logo, at the buzzer. Look at that drip, that form, those moves. Look at them. Look at this town. Look at us.
49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Service Champions, High Five Service, Champion Attitude, Service Champions. By Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken. By Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers. By Mary West Credit Union, working for you today, tomorrow, together. And by Stevens Creek Chevrolet, find new roads.
The top two teams in the Bay Valley League squaring off this week. Pittsburgh and Liberty both 2-0 to start the week.
The teams looking to take sole possession of first place in the game played at Liberty. It's this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Well, one thing's for sure, you cannot sleep on the Bay Valley League. Both Pittsburgh and Liberty are playing some great basketball thus far, and both teams are entering this matchup unbeaten in league play. For Pittsburgh, be on the lookout for Jeremiah Collins. The senior is averaging just over 16 points per game. And for Liberty, our focus is on Andrew Vixen. The 6'3" junior is averaging just over 14 points per contest. It's Pittsburgh and Liberty in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Another friendly reminder from the cow telling us to eat more chicken. Pirates turning defense into points. Jeremiah Collins flushes it down with two hands. 18 points for the senior. Moments later, Pitt attacking the basket. The first shot doesn't fall, but Jermani Ernest gets the putback. 20-11 Pitt after one. More Pitt in the second, dominating the boards, creating second chance points for Cervante Jones, and he's there for the putback. Liberty looking to get going in the first half. This helps. Makai Reed gets the steal, delivers a bounce pass to Gavin Cook-Wissington for the easy finish. 39-24 Pirates at the half. Maybe this gentleman can give the Lions a spark in the second half. This is Tommy Foster, and he just won free Chick-fil-A for a year for making a half-court shot, and he's out the door. Third quarter, Lions pushing the pace. Cook-Wissington in transition is there, lays it up and in for 2 points, but the Pirates are like, not so fast. We can score on the fast break as well. Kayshawn Hunt delivers a dime to Jones for the easy deuce, and Liberty was finding ways to score buckets in the paint, like this basket from Cam Johnson off the inbounds pass. Liberty trying to get the last shot before the end of the third. Jaden Miller pulls up for three, got it. 50-46 Pitt after three, but the Lions are roaring and the crowd is going nuts. Fourth quarter, keep giving the ball to the freshman from the top of the key, and it's Miller time! Yes, sir! Moments later, Andrew Vixen just using his height and strength to get to the cup. 13 points for the junior, but have yourself a game. 23 points for Gavin Cook-Wissington, a lights-out defender and a scoring machine turning defense into points. An amazing come-from-behind victory for Liberty. Head coach John Hines picks up win number 250 with the program as the Lions go on to beat the Pirates, 76-69.
Coach had to talk to us in halftime, and he really just wanted us to get after it because we didn't want to lose in our own house. It's been damn near 1,000 days when we haven't lost a whole B-Val game, so we're coming for the chip this year.
In Brentwood with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Staying on the hardwood as Carondelet hosts Dublin in the East Bay Valley League. Great full court defense all night for the Cougars. Katie Kolonsky pokes it right to Camille Reed. Carondelet up 8-2 early. Another turnover forced by the Cougars. It's Celeste Alvarez picking it off and taking it all the way. Finishing off the backboard, the Cougars lead after one, 21-14. Great ball movement here by Dublin. Gia Lembo to Sofia Ignacio, who finds the wide open senior captain, Sydney Muther, who gets it to go to cut the deficit to 14. Final minutes of the half, Sophia Ross brings the ball past midcourt, passes to Ryan Rodriguez, wide open from the wing. Lets the three ball fly. That's good. Carondelet finishes the half leading 43-22. Second half, same Cougars. Keisha Velancio to Phoebe Weaver in the corner. Bang! 64-27 Carondelet after three. Into the fourth, Janelle Navarez drives to the paint, kicks out to Weavers. Phoebe letting it fly from the opposite corner. Bang! The Cougars with a dominating win on Thursday night to improve to 5-0 in league play.
Service Champions Heating and Air Conditioning helps us honor students who perform well on the field while doing great work around campus.
This week's Service Champion Student Spotlight is Melissa Graff from Monte Vista High School. Melissa is involved in various clubs, including leadership and Special Olympics. She is also the head of the Sustainable Development Goals Club. The club aims to make a difference by finding ways to give back to the community while making a positive impact outside of school. Melissa Graff is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
Delta Dental presents Smiles for Scholars. Each week we honor a team where every athlete is doing well in the classroom.
This week we honor the girls team from Irvington High School, the Lady Vikings, with a very impressive 3.69 GPA.
The San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. This week's Earthquakes Boys Player of the Week is Noel Cabrales. Noel with 2 goals for the Newark Memorial Cougars in a win last week.
The Girls Player of the Week is last year's Soccer Player of the Year, Charlotte Kohler, the Stanford-bound senior, with a big goal in the Lancers game last week. Coming up, to the De Anza Division, where Milpitas and Los Gatos play for the league lead.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Love is at the center of everything we do. That's why we were the first dairy in the U.S. to become American Humane Certified. Because the care that we pour into our cows produces better milk. Clover Sonoma, the only dairy with love in it.
From the beginning, West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, West works for me.
West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Jerry Reis, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
Be prepared for the cold weather ahead. Service Champions is offering a special $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
We're all Hambrough High School, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports.
We are back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. The Milpitas Trojans are having a great season with a 12-3 overall record and 3-0 in the De Anza League. The Trojans, led by the coach's son, 6'6" junior Jacob Rencher.
Right there with the Trojans are the Wildcats from Los Gatos. The Cats feature senior Nolan Cook and his 16 points a game. The Cats are also 3-0 in league, so the winner of this game gets sole possession of first place.
Great support for the Los Gatos Wildcats in this league showdown with Milpitas. Early on, the Cats come with a heavy dose of Nolan Cook working hard in the paint, and that worked well all night long. Scotty Brennan with a terrific all-around game for the Cats. The junior crosses over, and the southpaw finishes. Here's Brennan from way out. He hits this one from Arizona. Los Gatos with an early 8-point lead. Milpitas fighting back. Nice play here as Lamont Davis finds a cutting Jacob Rencher for 2. Los Gatos looking to beat the press. The quarterback Brennan with a bomb to Owen Panu. Touchdown Wildcats. Milpitas trying to come back in the third, but look at Brennan hustling down court with an amazing block. It's a 12-point lead for the Cats at the half. Milpitas chipping away at the lead in the third. Isaac Sisse working hard on the block and scoring. Rencher is an outstanding junior for Milpitas. Jacob showing off his skills here to fade away and score. The Trojans get as close as 3 points in the fourth, but Cook was cooking in the paint all night long. Cook here now with 2 free throws late in the game to take a 4-point lead, just seconds left, and that was big because Dylan Wynn hits from 3/4 court to end the game as Los Gatos hangs on to win it by 1. A big game for Nolan Cook, who gets this week's Mattress Firm peak performance with 22 points. The right mattress matters. To reach your peak performance, visit a Mattress Firm store today.
Back to the pitch for some soccer as Carlmont battles Aragon. 12 minutes into the first half, the Scots look the strike first, but the shot is just off target. Still in the first half, Carlmont on the counterattack. Sean Berggren delivers an excellent ball to Kentaro Kikuchi, and Kentaro finds the back of the net. 1-0 Scots at the half. 9 minutes into the second half, the Dons are threatening. Carlmont tries to clear, but the ball finds Marcelo Cruz's right foot, and Marcelo delivers with the equalizer. All tied at 1. Carlmont looking to retake the lead late in the second half. Here comes the header, but Puyan Sheik prevents the header to go into the net. Another chance, but James Taylor makes a wonderful save for the Dons. Wow! No one wins, no one loses. This game ends in a 1-1 draw.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Adrian Soriano joins us now with the story of the Richmond soccer star and his long road to success.
Robert, Neftali Perez Lopez is a vital part of the Richmond soccer team this season, but his journey to Richmond is what makes him a resilient Oiler. For Neftali Perez Lopez, playing soccer for Richmond High School is a blessing.
He's a young player, very shy, and he didn't necessarily show much at tryouts, but he showed enough, and he showed also that playing for him was very important. He's made a lot of progress.
What he brings to the team is passion, because he always tells us to play with our hearts out and stuff, and not just that, he's a quiet person, so you're gonna do more for him because he doesn't talk.
Neftali discovered soccer in Guatemala while living with his grandparents. Neftali's parents moved to the United States when he was just 5 years old.
So I used to live in a village, and we went to play, I think once we went to play in another village, and so it was pretty fun for me to join, because I enjoy soccer so much.
Neftali's parents convinced this outstanding fullback to move to the United States at age 9. The family was separated again a short time later.
I just lived with my mom when I came here because my dad, they sent him back to Guatemala by supposedly because he didn't went to a immigration court that they gave him, so that's why they sent him. So I grew up with my mom right here.
Neftali's father would never come back to the United States. All of this while adjusting to a new culture was emotionally troubling for Neftali.
When I was in 4th grade, I think I got a lot of bullying, either because in school, because my dad was sent in Guatemala, so I was affected by that, and I was at a quiet kid over there, and they got to bully me hey, here's the weird thing, here's the weird kid, or hey, what you doing? Or hey.
Going to Richmond High School brought a new lease on life for Neftali.
I didn't know that there was soccer in high school. I just came here to study, but I went to the office to ask questions about it, and they said that it won't start until October, I think, or November, and I was excited.
The Richmond soccer team is helping Neftali improve his skills on the field and to become a better person off the field.
I know it's hard for him to be able to play here. I think he has a lot of other things that he's asked to do, but he finds a way to come here and to work hard and to get better.
Renee, it's more than a coach for me because he has helped me a lot. When I do good things, he told me, he said, keep going on that. But when I used to make mistakes, he would take me. He would say on the next time, just fix those mistakes and try your best.
Now when Neftali steps on the field for Richmond, you would never know what this young man has endured. For Neftali, being here with his brothers and Coach Renee means everything. Neftali is the definition of what a resilient young man should be. No matter what obstacle is thrown his way, Neftali finds a way to see success on the field and in school.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And I have to say, Renee Silas at Richmond High School, It's one of the great stories in all Bay Area sports. He's an outstanding coach and really takes care of his players out there, so kudos to Renee. Mirror West Credit Union brings us the Mirror West Merit Award honoring Bay Area teachers.
Here is Tanner Holman from Live Oak talking about his favorite teacher, CJ Goulart.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Goulart, our woodworking teacher, because he was one of the first ones to reach out to me, and he's gone through similar, and he helps me learn in woodworking every day, and he's one of my favorite subjects, and he's really one of my favorite guys, so thanks to him.
Coming up, two of the very best in the Bay Area as the Salesian Pride takes on Rearden.
And later, we continue our series this season with Oakland Tech girls basketball. 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. We'll be right back.
Be prepared for the cold weather ahead. Service Champions is offering a special $48 furnace safety inspection.
High five service, champion attitude. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
When you sleep on the right mattress, it makes everything clear.
I know exactly where my passport is. The right mattress matters.
We'll find yours.
It only happens once. It's literally in the name. It's Mattress Firm's once-a-year sale and clearance. Don't miss it. Save up to 60% on Sealy and get a free adjustable base. Mattress Firm.
1, 2, 3.
Get ready to cheer for your next new or used car at Stevens Creek Chevrolet.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
We're ready to make your buying experience safe and easy. Come to our dealership to see and test drive one of hundreds of great Chevrolet cars and trucks. Or you can go online to shop, order, and have your new car delivered right to your door. So get fired up for a great deal right here at
Stevens Creek Chevrolet!
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
Party time!
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Lexus of Stevens Creek, taking care of our guests one at a time. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. By Schwab Learning Center, your success is our mission. By the Reis Center, got goals? And by Sharks Ice, official practice facility of the San Jose Sharks and home of the San Jose Barracuda.
Two of the Bay Area's very best teams meeting on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The Salesian Pride is our #1 ranked team in the Bay Area. The Pride is loaded with talent, including sensational sophomore point guard Isaiah Davis.
The Pride meeting the Rearden Crusaders. Rearden coming into this game undefeated in the West Catholic League. Rearden features St. Mary's bound senior Zion Sensley, two top teams meeting on Monday.
Jake Vanderbrook in Concord as Rearden battles Salesian as part of this year's MLK Classic. The Crusaders went on a 10-0 run to start the ballgame. This is Zion Sensley knocking down the long ball from the top of the key, but this is Sensley's bread and butter, attacking the basket and take flight! Woo! Get out the way! 16-10 Rearden after one, but Salesian turns it up a few dials. A little shake and bake from Isaiah Davis, and the baseline jumper is money. Then Aaron Hunkin-Clater finds Amani Johnson for three. You betcha! 26-20 Pride at the half. Third quarter, Salesian continues to shoot the long ball, and if it's working, let it ride. Alvin Lovin getting into the action with this triple. More Salesian and more Lovin. Ba 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 ba! He's loving it! 11 points for Loving. Then Hunkin Claytor swings a pass to Davis in the corner, and Davis drains it from deep. 18 points for Davis. 50-36 Salesian after 3. Reardon showing no quit in the fourth. Great pass here by Jasir Rencher as he alley-oops at the Nessie Mike. The transfer from Woodside Priory slams it down, but Salesian takes care of business. Elias Obenya drives in, puts it up, and gets the tough shot to fall. Salesian cruises past Reardon, winning 61-48.
Adrian Soriano here at the Oakland Ice Center as the Oakland Bears take on the San Francisco SaberCats. The Cats looking to get on the board first, but Andrea Zotos is right there to make the save to keep the game scoreless. The Bears on the attack now as Jack Doherty gets a breakaway opportunity, and Jack shoots and scores for the goal. 1-0 Bears, but the SaberCats come right back. Max Gorelick fires one from a long distance, and Max beats the goalie to tie the game at 1. Then a few minutes later, Damian Paschke shoots one from the other side of the ice, and Damian finds the back of the net. One of the craziest goals of the season. It's 2-1 SaberCats after 1. Second period now, and Charlie Scott gets a shot on goal, but Jonas Lewis scoops up the puck for the save. Still 2-1 Cats after 2. Third period now, and Zotos comes up with another great save to keep the deficit at 1. But the SaberCats get on the board again as James Lee shoots and scores for the goal as the Cats go on to win it 3-2. And our Sharks Ice player of the game goes to Damian Paschke. Damian scoring one of the craziest goals of the season.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek at our end of the season awards banquet.
This week's volunteer is Naveen Agrawal Chung from Monte Vista. Naveen created his own nonprofit called Global Youth Philanthropy. It's a music-based group putting on concerts to raise money for disadvantaged children worldwide. Last year's concert benefited an orphanage in Taiwan. GYP also visited a school in Taiwan to help teach basic math. Naveen explains how he joined music and philanthropy together.
Charity has always been like a big part of my life because kind of growing up in the Bay Area, we live in a bubble where we have so many opportunities, and I don't think we're grateful enough for that. And when you go out to foreign countries, we see underprivileged kids who just don't have the same opportunities as us, and we want to be able to give back to them.
Gallow Salami helps us spotlight top athletes who are among the top recruits in the nation. This week's Gallow Salami Big Salami is Pierre St. Jim from St. Ignatius, the wide receiver committing to Bowling Green University.
Coming up, we continue our season-long series with the Oakland Tech girls basketball team as the team prepares for the return of Talia Logwood.
And later, our Crumble Cookies game of the week as Oakland Tech, the boys battle McClymans. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
For students with ADHD, it is important to establish a consistent routine. Create a daily schedule and routine. Consistency reduces unpredictability and increases focus. Use visual aids like digital calendars, timers, and reminders to help keep track of tasks and deadlines. Learn these tips and optimize your performance by working with a Schwab Learning Center specialist.
Tonight we continue our series, The Season with Oakland Tech girls basketball.
Tech enters the week with a 9-8 record and face St. Francis on Monday. The game will be one of the last games Tech will play without their star senior forward, Talia Logwood. The Season with Oakland Tech girls basketball is brought to you by Family First Clothing Company. One brand, one family.
Let's go, let's turn it up. Can't be stopped, I hit my shot, go in. Swish, you wish you could stop this, but you gon' miss. That's the way it ends up, that's the way we level up. Let's go, let's turn it up.
At San Francisco City College on Monday,
we're dribbling now.
Tech plays St. Francis of Mountain View in a non-league matchup.
Get yourself ready to play.
It will be the team's final game without senior Talia Logwood. She's been out this season recovering from a knee injury and will be cleared to play this week.
Balance.
I always say that. Tech gets off to a strong start. Terry Russell puts up the impressive hook shot. Then Marticia Pollard gets physical under the rack, getting that layup to go. OT goes up 12-3, but the Lancers don't stay down for long. Katia Grizel banking in this three ball. It is now a 3-point game. Jai Johnson finds a wide open Naila Davis at the wing. Lancers cut down the lead to 1. Cameron No to Allison Dower from beyond the arc. It's good. St. Francis takes its first lead of the game.
Play out. We want you to play.
Coach Leroy says in these close battles, Talia Logwood would be
Everywhere. Literally at the top on defense, but everywhere. Just her energy is unmatched in Northern Gal. So we're wanting to get her back, but we should be up 10 points or so right now.
For now, Tech will have to do it without her. St. Francis back with the lead. Jordan Taylor grabs the rebound. Jordan to Naila to Terrier Russell in stride. 37-36 Lancers. Grace Curley tries driving through the paint. She gets the bucket and the foul. That's number 4 for Jai Johnson. She's in foul trouble. 8-point game with a minute left.
We got to score right here. We're in diamond.
Jai cleans up the missed shot, puts it back, gets the foul for the 3-point play. It's a 5-point game. Terrier to Jordan Taylor. JT's 3 makes it a 2-point game, but St. Francis makes all of its free throws, putting the win out of reach for Oakland Tech, 59-55.
Let's walk.
I didn't want to lose that, man.
Shouldn't have lost.
We're going to get some momentum change once the league is back.
Without a doubt. Go.
Talia is cleared to play the next practice.
I've been pulling my hair out. I'm ready to get back. Like, I'm anxious, really anxious.
Talia Logwood has been playing on varsity since she transferred her sophomore year, making an impact on the team from the very start. She was on both state championship teams.
A lot of people may debate this, but that's our best player. You don't want to go into too many wars without her, and we've had quite a few tough games without our best player.
Talia was playing in a summer league basketball game when she hurt her knee.
I went to the doctor. They didn't say that it was torn at first. Then I got an MRI, and it said that I had a double torn meniscus, and then there was a lateral tear too to the side.
The surgeon says it's one of the worst MCLs I've ever seen. And I'm telling you, I've seen this kid for 2.5 years. Kid hasn't shown not an inch of a sign of being hurt.
Talia was a big part of Tech's state title run last season.
She lives for the big stage.
In the state game, Talia had a double-double, 16 points, 12 rebounds.
She was truly the difference maker in quite a few games last year.
Talia says having to spend time off the court rehabbing has not been easy.
I'm missing basketball. I feel like that's really the missing piece to my puzzle right now because my life has just been scattered everywhere. Mind been racing, been dealing with mental stuff. It's just a lot right now, and I feel like basketball is what I'm missing.
Talia is aggressive, and I feel like we're missing that aggressive piece on the court. So for her to be back, and I feel like that will help us out tremendously.
First game, I'm gonna try just to settle in and get the feel for the game. But I'm gonna try to, spice it up a little bit, give y'all something to be excited for.
Tech plays Skyline at home for Talia's much anticipated return. There is her first bucket of the season. She plays limited minutes in the blowout win. Nevertheless, signs of good things to come for the Bulldogs. Just as things are looking up, Leroy gets the team together after the win to share some bad news.
Have a seat, have a seat. Come on, Terry, have a seat. We're 10-9. Sanaya's played in every game but 5. All of those games, other than the 5 she has not played in, are forfeited. We lose. We get a loss because somebody didn't do their job.
That's next week on The Season with Oakland Tech. On next week's episode, we hear some news that will affect the rest of the season for Oakland Tech. But circling back to Talia, Coach Leroy says she is the best player he has ever coached, and we will see how much play on the court changes with her return.
Yeah, very good. Looking forward to that. The Harker School helps us honor scholar athletes each week. This week's Harker Scholar athlete is Alex Diaz from Monroe Catholic. Alex great on the pitch and in the classroom with a 3.94 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, the Harker community celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. Day by participating in a special day of service.
Students, parents, and staff took part in a wide variety of community service activities, including preparing food donations, volunteering at a senior center, planting trees, and cleaning up Santa Moss Park. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play. This is a play showing the same kind of grit and determination exemplified by all of the folks at Albany's Construction. This week's Dirty Work play goes to Vince Crisp from St. Ignatius. Vince with not 1, but 2 blocks for the Wildcats in a big win last week, doing the dirty work, just like our good folks at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, our Crumble Cookies game of the week. It's the Oakland League battle with Oakland Tech and McClymonds.
And the girls from Irvington battle Moreau Catholic as 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, rolls along.
Come on, boys. Bow your heads. Dear God, we come to you to say thanks. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for our community, love, and prosperity. But above all, God, help us to never forget to keep the family first. Amen.
This tiny payment thing is a giant pain.
Hi, ladies. Alex from U.S. Bank. Can she help? How about a comprehensive point-of-sale system?
That can track inventory, manage schedules,
And customize orders? That's what U.S. Bank Business Essentials is for.
What about a new oven? Can U.S. Bank help us there?
We can serve loans in as fast as 12 minutes.
That would be a big help. Huge.
Jumbo.
Ginormous.
Finding ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. We'll get there together.
Join us on the ice for the Bay Area's hottest sport. High school ice hockey leagues are forming now for the upcoming season. Be part of this fast-moving, hard-hitting, crazy, exciting game. You can join as part of your high school team or sign up to be assigned to a team. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations all around the Bay Area. Jump in anytime and join your friends on the ice. Be a part of Bay Area high school hockey. Contact Sharks Ice for more details and get into the game today.
Want to make $186,000 a year, serving a community that wants you. The San Jose Police Department is hiring. Choose from over 50 specialty assignments like K-9 officer, helicopter pilot, or crime scene investigator. If you have the drive to serve, we will teach you the rest. Apply today at joinsjpd.com.
Reis, touchdown 49ers.
In my pursuit to greatness, I discovered the secret. Dedication to my team and my relentless drive to win. I chose to be in the presence of greatness. Bernardi Zarata, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers, share the same dedication, the same drive, the same spirit of champion. When justice is your goal, choose the dedicated team of Bernardi Zarata, your faithful injury attorneys.
This week's Crumble Cookies game of the week features the top 2 teams in the Oakland League. The Oakland Tech Bulldogs come into the week 2-0 in league. The Bulldogs led by junior Adarius Grayson and his 21 points a game.
OT taking on McClymonds this week. Mac comes into the game with a 15-3 overall record. It's our Crumble Cookies game of the week. Our Adrian Soriano has more on the matchup.
Well, the McClymonds Warriors are off to their best start since the 2015-2016 season. A big reason why is senior guard Devin Mack. Devin is averaging 12 points per game for the Warriors. Meanwhile, Ardarius Grayson is making his case as the league MVP this year. Ardarius is averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals per game. It's Oakland Tech and McClymonds in our Crumble Cookies game of the week. Great defense early from the Bulldogs as Ahmed Goulet gets the steal, dishes it to Sadiq Alarbash, then right back to Ahmed for the lay-in. Mac answers back Brandon Davis with the pass inside to Mike Brewster. Then Mike finds King Stewart, and the King gets the reverse lay-in to go. Now it's Devin Mack making a splash all the way from the Oakland airport. 11-10 Warriors, but the Bulldogs respond with an Ardarius Grayson three-point bomb, and it's all tied up at 15 after 1. Second quarter now, and Grayson drives, somehow drills his mid-range jumper, plus the foul. Then it's Grayson driving to the hoop again, and Ardarius gets a tough shot to go. 27-23 Oakland Tech at the half. McClymans was cooking to start the second half. Devin Mack finds a wide open Jakari Thomas, and Jakari connects from three-point land. Now it's Jimmy Bush getting the steal. Then Jimmy goes coast to coast to lay it up and in as the Warriors jump ahead 31-29. But Ahmed Gulay takes over from there. Ahmed with the bounce pass to Chase Milheim, and Chase shoots and scores from downtown. Now it's Ahmed kicking it out to Sadiq Alarbash, and Sadiq's three-point shot is money in the bank. 45-35 Oakland Tech Bulldogs after 3. Fourth quarter now, and Zan Meyer-Pletner finds Gulay in the paint, and Ahmed lays it up and in. Then it's Ahmed hustling down the court to get the offensive glass and the second chance bucket as Oakland Tech pulls away to win it 66-53 to go to 4-0 in the Oakland League. Here's Ahmed Gulay after the game.
Team chemistry is great. We all play for each other, make the pass one more. Our coaches, three phrases are energy, effort, and enthusiasm. We just try to play with that every single game and take it a game at a time.
In Oakland with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Tyler Flipson checking in with the battle for first place in the De Anza division. The Palo Alto Vikings visiting the Mountain View Spartans. Mountain View applying pressure, putting shots on the net, but Gal Cheval is a brick wall, making multiple saves, keeping this game scoreless. 9 minutes later, Spartans pushing again, but denied by Cheval. No score at the half. To the second half, Mountain View lining up a corner kick with a little give and go. Here's the shot from downtown, but it's just a bit wide. Final 5 minutes, Spartans on the counterattack. Karina Shaw draws a foul in the box, and we got a penalty kick coming. Haley Westcott would take the penalty kick, and the senior scores! Mountain View goes on to beat Palo Alto 1-0, giving the Spartans the sole ownership of first place in the De Anza division, improving to 5-0-2.
Stevens Creek Chevrolet brings us the Spirit Corner each week, honoring Spirit teams all around the Bay Area.
Here is the cheer team from Monta Vista. Coming up, we'll meet the girls from Irvington and show them in action against Moreau Catholic next.
But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Basketball Poll. The Irvington Vikings have already won twice as many league games as they did all last season. The girls coming into this week 4-0 in league and playing very well together.
The girls taking some time to talk about their season with Robert right before their battle for first place against Moreau Catholic this week.
We're here at the Riker Center for Human Enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here they are, the ladies from the Irvington Vikings basketball team. Right here with me, Lauren Trin. Lauren is a junior on this team. Lauren, you guys last year, 2-10 in league. You've already won twice as many games this year. Tell me what's the difference.
I think this year we've honestly been going a lot harder in practice. At the beginning of the end of last season, we set a goal for ourselves to make it to playoffs and make it to states. And I think we've just been working towards that goal during practice, and it translates during the games.
Yep, so far so good. One of the good things about this year's team is they do have some senior leadership. This is Naz Hassanzada, and Naz, a senior on this team. Tell me what it's like bringing this team together, really young last year, but more experienced this year.
Yeah, so I think even though we were young last year, we knew that the next year was going to be good. So everyone was ready this year. Age didn't make a difference. We had people on varsity. We have no new players, so everyone knew that this year was going to be the year that we win it, and we've been working for that. So yeah.
Doing a great job. Hard work makes the dream work, right? I think it's something like that. Mario, talk about the character of this team. You guys really struggled a little bit last year, learned a lot coming through this year. What are these girls all about?
I think part of it is just having fun. Like, yes, we work really hard in practice and during the off season, but we also have a lot of fun. We do a lot of team bondings, and we're friends like on and off the court.
Okay. And so, big week this week. What is your mindset going into these games?
Just like lock in, like our goal is to win, and that's what we're gonna go do.
All right, very good. So we're going to see the highlights with the game against Moreau Catholic that's played later on in the week. But right now, thanks to the girls from Irvington, take us out with the cheer.
Vikings on 3. 1, 2, 3. Vikings!
And here they are, the Vikings hosting Moreau Catholic Mariners for some league action. Tyler flips it on the call. Vikings dominate early. Naz Hassanzadeh spinning and pulling up from mid-range, dropping that in. 6-4 Irvington. 1:30 left in the first. Harshini Jayakumar floats it in, extending Irvington's lead 12-4. Start of the second now. Mariners' Madeline Bader out of nowhere with the steal, racing down the court and lays it in. Moreau trails by just 3. 1 minute later, Hassanzadeh driving to the rack, the jumper, and 1. It's 15-9 Vikings. Here comes Moreau though. Bader beyond the arc, and the bank's open. Moreau trails by just 2. Not only can she shoot though, but watch out for her on defense. Bader denies it. We go into the half. Moreau leads 20-18. Mariners staying on the gas. Elisa Ortega from downtown cashing it in. It's 23-18 Moreau. Irvington not quitting yet. Leisa Mandela in the corner for 3, no problem. Vikings trail by just 2 end of the third, but it's all Moreau in the fourth. Ortega for 3, splash. The Mariners would hang on and go on to win it in a tight one over Irvington, 52-40, and improved to 6-0 in the Mission Valley League.
Venardi Zerrata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Mini head coach Sue Phillips, one of the very best coaches in the nation for a long time. Coach Phillips winning her 800th game last week. Sue Phillips, this week's hometown hero, presented by Venardi Zerrata.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy play. This is the play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy play goes to Raymond Whitley for the SI Wildcats with a terrific shot, and the fans were pretty happy about it. Raymond Whitley with this week's Be Happy play. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. It might be this play, but you have to wait to find out.
First, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Reis Center.
I'm Andrew Havili, and today's training tip is an ankle jump. An ankle jump is built to increase explosiveness, but isolating the ankle, because when you jump, you use your hips, your knees, and your ankles. We want to work primarily the ankles and the calves. So Matthias is going to start feet shoulder width apart, and he's going to start jumping with minimal knee bend. Go ahead. Go, quicker, 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 up, up, up. When he's jumping and he's in the air, you want to pull the toes up. So toes are up, strike down on the ball of the foot. That's going to increase that ankle movement, making sure he's using his calf, little to no hip or knee flexion.
We announce the Service by Medallion play of the week to end every show.
That's right. We show you some top contenders and then announce this week's Service by Medallion play of the week.
Play of the week.
We only have time for one play, so here it is. It's Ness Emenike from Reardon with this alley-oop slam. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Ness Emenike, you just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the story of the De La Salle wheelchair basketball star succeeding in all sorts of sports. We'll see you then.
I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back every Sunday night.
And watch us every Sunday night at 6 and 10 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.